Good morning, everyone. Here, now I'm going to tell you about the latitude and longitude, which is the from chapter number 1. Now, we everyone know there are two set of lines are there through that we can locate a place any part of the world. And that two important lines are latitude and longitude. In that particular slide, I'm going to explain two types of picture. The first one, I can show you that longitude and latitude, and there are another few more lines also are printed here. And the another diagram which you can see, there is a only one equator shown, parallel shown, and the meridian is shown. So before start with that, we must need to know the introduction of the latitude and longitude. The lines of latitude. Latitude are also known as the lines of latitude. Since it's called the parallels, they are shown in the parallel on the globe, so it is called the lines of latitude. It lines run east-west and are used to measure distance. They are numbered in degree. The distance between any two parallels of latitude is about 111 kilometer. Distance are numbered as degree north or south of the equator. And lines of longitudes are also called the meridians of longitude. These are also imaginary lines. They run north and south between the two poles. Like the latitudes, they are also numbered in degrees. Apart of that, you can see that there are few more important parallels of latitudes are present. It gives the particular location of a place from the equator. We know equator is the main and most important latitude, which is often known as the Great Circle, and the topmost part of the globe where the pole is there, which are known as the Small Circle. There are total four important parallels of latitudes are there. One, Tropic of Cancer, which you can see 23 and 26 degree north. Tropic of Capricorn, which is in southern hemisphere, which is marked here 23 degree 26 minute east. Antarctic Circle, which is the 66.5 degree north, which is the north of the equator, and Arctic Circle, that is the Antarctic Circle, that is the 66.5 degree south. So this is the complete theory of the longitude and the latitudes. A part of that, we can see in the picture, there is a central line is shown, which is known as the prime meridian. Like the prime meridian is also having importance. Longitude measures distance east or west of the prime meridian. The 180 degree longitude coincides with the international dateline. There are total 360 meridians of longitude, and longitude have no natural meridian of reference at which their numbering can begin. In 1880s, an international conference selected the meridian passing through the Old Royal Observatory at Greenwich, which is in England, to be the prime meridian to be known. So this is the complete formation and introduction of a latitude and longitude. Thank you. The next slide is that heat zone. Since we know that heat zone is a completely related with the latitude and longitudes, because there are different types of latitudes and longitudes numbers are there of the globe. So as we know, sun never gives the rays and lights everywhere at the same time. Due to that reason, a different latitude gets a different time of sun rays and the lights. According to that, there are total four important latitudes are there. Through that only heat zones are classified. Generally, the parallel of divide the earth various heat zone. Different zones have a different type of vegetations and climate. Therefore, they call the climatic zone or the heat zone. We have the three major heat zones. The important latitude and the heat zones are here in these pictures. Everybody can see the first one is a torrid zone. This zone lies between the Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. The zone experiences high temperature throughout the year because the ray of the sun falls vertically on this region, making the extremely hot, and most of the India lie in this zone. Next we have the temperate zone. These zones lie between the Tropic of Cancer and Arctic Circle in the northern hemisphere. And between the Tropic of Capricorn, the Antarctic Circle is there, the southern hemisphere. The zone never receives vertical rays of the sun, and so it experiences moderate temperature throughout the year. The sun rays are slanting, reducing the heat and keeping the temperature moderate. The next is the frigid zone. The meaning of the frigid, we everybody know, cold. The zone lies between the Arctic Circle and the North Pole in the northern hemisphere, between the Antarctic Circle and South Pole in the southern hemisphere. The temperature remains very low throughout the year as this zone receives very slanting sun rays. So these zones get least amount of heat and they are the very closest to the region of the earth. So this is the complete heat zone. Through that only, of course, we know a torrid zone which will always having a extremely heat. So the most of the climate and vegetation belongs to the trees. Temperate zone, we most of the time it's a moderate. It's a very comfortable weather throughout the year prevails. So different type of vegetation grow. And when we talk about a frigid zone, it's extremely cold. Due to that coldness, most of the vegetation are the mosses or lichens type. Thank you. Our next slide is that grid system. The parallel alone cannot be used to locate a place, so parallels of latitude and meridians of longitude needs the intersecting lines on the globe. Through that intersecting point, we can locate a place of any particular region of the world or any kind of map. The parallels helps us to locate a place of the north or the south of the equator. And other side, the meridian to the same each of the west and the east side of the prime meridian. The point where intersecting these given line precise the location of the place, which is to be known as the grid system. Here that pictures, I can tell you that there is a one more pictures is given. You can see that there is a few of the alphabetically drawn like C, D, E, B, L, M, A, K and J. Like here some particular points are seen like the D. If you see at the top of the side there is a west and east, and if you see the side there is a north and the south. So these two lines when it is intersect, which is only called the grid system or the geographical coordinating systems to be known. Now the GIST grid coordinating system defines the location of a point from the distance of travel along the two perpendicular axes from the same started origin. So here in this box, if through that only, you can also locate your own friend place in your classroom. If your classroom students, if your friends sitting in a particular line, you can take it with the two sets of line. One is that column and other is that row. This row and column through only, you can easily locate your friend's location in your classroom. Exactly the same way, we also can locate of any place in such a way with the two particular lines. And that two particular line when it is drawn in a particular intersecting point, which is only the entire process known grid system. And that is only through that if the pilot goes to the any places, he and she must need to know the grid systems and the particular regions, lat and longitude regions. Thank you.